Hi, it's Patrick Hutzel from Intensive Care at Home, where we provide tailor-made solutions for long-term ventilated adults and children with tracheostomies by improving their quality of life, and where we also provide tailor-made solutions to hospitals and intensive care units to save money and resources whilst providing quality care. In last week's blog, I talked about a patient experience nurse 24 hours a day at home for half of the cost. You can check out last week's blog by clicking on the link below this video. In today's blog, I want to talk again about 6-year-old AnaCarolina in Auckland, New Zealand, who lived in a pediatric intensive care unit for almost all of her life. Carolina and her parents, Elaine and Peter. Peter's ordeal is finally coming, or has finally come to an end, as she has been home for the last couple of months after, quote-unquote, living in a pediatric ICU at Starship in Auckland for almost all of her life. Now that AnaCarolina is home, she's moving forward in her life, and she can finally experience what other children her age are experiencing and should be experiencing. So today's blog is AnaCarolina, the girl doctors said should be allowed to die, goes to school. So AnaCarolina is finally home, and now the good news for her and for her parents, Peter and Elaine, are continuing. AnaCarolina can finally go to school, something she's been denied while she was, quote-unquote, living in the pediatric ICU for many years. So, and we have written about AnaCarolina before, and I have put some links to those articles and videos below this video in the written version of this blog. So from our knowledge and experience, AnaCarolina could have left the pediatric ICU way back when, with a team of highly specialized home intensive care nurses and home pediatric intensive care nurses, which is the service we are providing. It remains the secret of the health authorities and the doctors in the pediatric ICU at Starship Hospital in Auckland, New Zealand, why AnaCarolina has not been given the permission to leave the pediatric ICU much earlier, cut the cost of the $5,000 to $6,000 per bed day pediatric ICU bed by over 50%, and live a much better quality of life at home by being surrounded by her loving parents and by going to school. Why did it take 5 years to make this happen when it could have happened much quicker? The good news is that AnaCarolina is finally living the life she deserves to live, and you can read and see it for yourself in the article that I put down below this video. So the article that I'm going to read out and put a link to was first published in the New Zealand Herald just a couple of weeks ago. And you can see the link to the article below this video in the written version of this blog. So the article again starts with the headline, AnaCarolina, the girl doctor said should be allowed to die, goes to school. AnaCarolina is the girl doctors said should be allowed to die naturally. Her parents could not accept that, and after 5 years in the pediatric ICU at Starship Hospital Pediatric ICU, she went home. Yesterday, AnaCarolina, 6 years of age, officially became a schoolgirl. Her parents, Peter Burcham and Elaine de Moraes Lobo, chose Stella Maris School close to the Oriva home they rent from CCS Disability Action. The Weekend Herald joined the family during AnaCarolina's first hour at the school. Dressed in school uniform, she was joined by 9 students aged from 5 to 9 for reading and painting. The children introduced themselves. Principal Alan Watts popped by to say hi, and one of the students, Elan Hopman, read The Cat in the Hat to a watchful AnaCarolina. It was the very first time she has been surrounded by children, her first glimpse of normal life for those about her age. AnaCarolina enjoyed the experience, her mum, Elaine de Moraes Lobo, said. If she becomes stressed, her heart rate rises and the monitor sounds a warning. Her heart rate remained calm throughout her visit. This day means so much to us because after all those years in the pediatric ICU, that was all she would see. She was excluded from the world. It's really emotional. She left hospital just 3 months ago and she's now going to school. It means there is hope. She will initially attend for a few hours twice a week in a room with the school's associate principal and special needs coordinator, Sue Brading, and selected students. She can see and hear well. She wakes up every day about 5:30 a.m. when she hears the birds start to sing, her mum said. Intellectually, AnaCarolina is like any other child. She chooses her clothes. She has very strong likes and dislikes. She knows the colors, she knows numbers, and she knows animals. I think school will be great for her. Stella Maris, a Catholic school, appealed because they were ready, willing, and able. I'm Catholic. I studied in a Catholic school, so that's probably something we thought would be good for AnaCarolina. Also, the school was absolutely welcoming to us. They have other children with high needs. They have pretty much everything that is needed. AnaCarolina's needs are extreme. She breathes through a ventilator, a tube in her throat connected to a machine which pumps air into and out of her lungs. Though she's almost completely paralyzed, she communicates by blinking her eyes or with limited use of her eye-controlled computer. She needs 2 trained caregivers with her at all times, usually at least one of her parents and a support worker paid by the Ministry of Health. Brading, her teacher, said it was a significant undertaking and a challenge. I'm nervous, but it's an opportunity and I wouldn't say no to a situation like this. She's a Catholic and she deserves this. After spending almost all of her life in hospital, it was time for AnaCarolina to be around other children her own age, and her health was good enough to take that step, Brading said. Liz Stenning from CCS Disability Action, who helped make the arrangements, said other children will be introduced gradually. The expectation is that AnaCarolina will be included in the class alongside her same-age peers, but there will be some stepping stones towards that. Bertram and De Moraes Lobo have made a video and a pamphlet to explain AnaCarolina's life and needs to other children in the school, presented as if in her own words. It's very important not to touch any of the equipment in my chair, she says in the video, which has been voiced for her. I can also get sick very easily, so please, if you are sick, like you have a cough or a runny nose, please don't come too close until you get better. De Moraes Lobo said using the ventilator raised the risk of pneumonia, and Stenning said AnaCarolina's immune system was weakened. But there are ways of managing that, Stenning said. It's just like a child having a peanut allergy. Other parents are aware of the needs of the children in the class. AnaCarolina lost her ability to breathe, speak, and move because of a neurological inflammatory condition combined with a genetic disorder. She became unwell at 5 months old. The rapid advance of her condition was extremely unusual, Peter Bertram, her father, said. She won the lotto twice, the negative lotto. She's a one-off. At one point, clinicians recommended the ventilator to be turned off, allowing a natural death. But that was not an option for AnaCarolina's parents, who said she had the active and inquiring mind of any school-age child. They gave up their jobs as a sales and marketing manager and project manager when AnaCarolina became ill. At least one of them was at her bedside for 20 hours a day during her time in hospital. They lived on savings and equity in their Parnell home until financial pressure led them to sell and move into a 3-bedroom home in Orewa, rented from advocacy group CCS Disability Action. Both continue to care for their daughter around the clock, assisted by paid helpers. The healthcare system doesn't pay parents of disabled children younger than 18 years. And I put a link in how to help the Bertram family and AnaCarolina, because they need funds to modify their new home, specifically designed for AnaCarolina's needs. I also read out the timeline quickly for AnaCarolina's situation. July 4th, 2013, Peter Bertram and Elaine de Moraes Lobo welcome AnaCarolina into the world. She seems happy and healthy. October 2013, AnaCarolina rapidly loses the ability to move and starts struggling to breathe. She is admitted to Starship Children's Hospital and put on a ventilator and a feeding tube. Her parents work in shifts so they can be with her 20 hours a day. August 2014, Intensive care clinicians at Starship recommend Bertram and Miraz Lobo turn off their 15-month-old daughter ventilator and allow her to die a natural death. Her parents refuse, beginning a protracted battle with the Auckland DHB to be allowed to take their daughter home and keep her on a ventilator. March 2017. Starship starts actively working on a solution to get AnaCarolina home. Mid-2017. Her parents, who have quit their jobs and taken out multiple loans so they can be with her, are forced to sell their Parnell house. March 2019. CCS Disability Action offers the parents a rental home in Oriva that will be suitable for AnaCarolina's needs, although it will need some modifications. August 1st, 2019. AnaCarolina, 6 years of age, comes home to her family's new rental in Oriva. Her parents say they are not looking back. November 1st, 2019, first day at school. It means there is hope, AnaCarolina's mum says. Thank you for watching and listening. If you want to find out how we can help you to get your loved one out of intensive care, including palliative care, also help you to get your loved one out of long-term acute care or out of a nursing home. Or if you find that you have insufficient support for your loved one at home on a ventilator, if you want to know how to get funding for our service, or if you have any questions, please send me an email to patrick@intensivecareathome.com or call on one of the numbers on the top of the website. Also, have a look at our career section for intensive care nurses. We are currently hiring pediatric ICU nurses for clients in the Melbourne metropolitan area, northern suburbs, Mornington Peninsula, Sunbury, South Gippsland, and Bitan. We are an NDIS, TAC, and DVA approved community service provider in Australia. Also, have a look at our range of full service provisions. We also have been part of the Royal Melbourne Health Accelerator program for innovative healthcare companies in last year. Thank you for tuning into this week's blog. This is Patrick Hutzel from Intensive Care at Home, and I'll see you again next week in another update.